Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Regular. Check. 80 weapons.
Mayfield down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Regular. 58, Mike. Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Point it right.
Mayfield. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check. Hey, alert 33.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw, Mayfield. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this down to the 10. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
180. Right, 58, right there. Check back. Check 43. Alert. Bang. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Protein spill. He's coming, double up. He's coming. We got double up. Ready.
They run. This is Cohen. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, go Mike 40. I got one.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go. Check Mike 40. Drop these.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check back 15. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shift. Hey, check 24. Pilot, 64. Weak. Hard. Check your hot read.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 60 outlaw. 50. Hey, Echo.
On second down, it's Cohen. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Mike 51. Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's a baby side. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Back. Topper. Big rip.
First down, a run with Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's get it.
On the double.
Squeeze. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Hey, wahoo!
40, check. He's coming. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 40.
Stop. Get it.
2nd and 13. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Mike 40. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 50.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Ready.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Switch.
5.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Don't be mad. This is more where I came from.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
I know you feel that.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
36-yard line.
On the ready.
50, Mike, 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
Right up.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Shoot, shoot. Shoot.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Christian Kirksey, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense. 54, Mike. Alert! 54. Hey, watch the slide.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken right at the 35. Now a hit and a loose football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audible.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
3 down. Hey, check. Hey. Go, Mike 50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the Bravo. Hey. 50.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You ready?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Go. Hey, Charlie.
Tackles. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Single. Watch 88.
Smooth.
Watch the screen.
Oh, hey, we're going Mike 40.
Here we
Go.
2nd and 6. He finds Howard complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Come on.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Now Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Let him know. Check three. Watch the edge.
6-6, bullet high.
40's mine.
That's 5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Ready?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 40. Check. He's coming. Here we go, D.
Mike 40. Pick it up. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 3. Check 3. Regular.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
That's trash. Check safety.
61. Matchbox lights.
SOS.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hatchet.
King.
Jump.
General West.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, alert!
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Hey, Haywood.
4 down, check. 4 down. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You must be getting to that.
2nd and 11. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Good. 180.
Check. 55 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Begin.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Mike.
Good. 180.
Mike's by 4. Hey, tighten down.
Hey, alert 33.
Slam.
I got you.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Good. 180.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey, alert 33.
These babies cry all the way back home.
I got you.
Mayfield down. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a give running right is Love. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Lions on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 15. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch the safety crew.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
18 Gator.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Set. 10-2 saw.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. 51's Mike.
Get it.
Now back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
You don't want it. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Look at me. Zipper.
I'm coming. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. I got you.
Let go.
They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Ford is Mike. Ford is Mike.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, Echo. Yep.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
180.
That's what I do.
Check.
On first down, here's Love. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Set. 20.
Mike, 58, right there. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's Love again. And he's got some space here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
180.
Right here. We got double tight.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
And they take a knee.
Mayfield on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.